All right. So this one has been in the works for a while. Like, I've been lusting after this one for 8 months. So this right here really is kind of one of my holy grails, and I'm excited to get into it. So I'm going to cut the box open and come back to this. So, as you probably already know, if you've been around for a while, I have had the R8 for a little while. Year and a half, 2 years, something like that. So I've always wanted a 59, right? An R9. And so this guitar fulfills that, but this guitar also fulfills something even more than that, which is to say that it has a unique feature about it. And that one will be left for the actual unboxing here, but or actually, I guess the title of the video will probably be this, so you'll be surprised by what it is. But this one has been on Gibson's website for 8 months, and they've had it in their Reverb shop, sitting there, unwilling to deal on it until the end of the year 2024. So with that in mind, you know, got the lift-in reissue case. Look at that top. So this one is a little more unique than some of the other 59s because this is one of the 60th anniversary 59 reissues. So it is a little bit different. The 60th anniversary ones came in a couple of different options. This one right here has the V2 neck, and they call this one green lemon. And I can understand why. It is very much that. So this one was originally built as a 59 reissue, and it is beautiful, just beautiful wood throughout. But as we come to the top up here, that's when things get interesting, because this one is DS0038. Now, I still question, even with the stinger and everything, I question whether DS is Demo Shop or destroyed serial number. But no matter how you look at it, this is one of the DS serial numbers. And there's a lot more of them now, but this is from the early days because it is DS0038. And they're already in like 250 or 240 on the DS numbers. So it has skyrocketed pretty slickly. So no special electronics here, hand wired stuff, but the pickups are different than the original 59. These are Memphis Historic Spec MHS pickups, so they are going to sound a little bit different than that, and I'm really interested to get this one on an amplifier. You know, got the tortoise shell. Of course, it's not going to try to focus on that, but the side marker inlays. Yeah, this one was a good one, and I was very interested in this one because, like I say, I've been wanting a DS serial number, and to then be able to get a 59, a 60th anniversary 59 on top of that was kind of a big deal. But this means that I have now got 2 Lemon Burst reissues. The other one is Dirty Lemon, and this one is Green Lemon. So that's fun. Tell you what, let's find out what's in the case. So a lot of the same stuff we're used to seeing in the case. Of course, the manual, warranty, the black bag that all this stuff sits in, the Gibson thing. But here is not your normal black one. It's a Gibson custom one. And that's kind of neat because that's something I was not expecting either. But there's the documentation of it being a DS serial number. So that's interesting. So very cool on that part. Also, something else is there's the second back plate, scratch plate for the instead of the medallion for the back of the switch, but also the original, ambered over switch tip. So came with some extra stuff. Like I say, the strap's something we see all the time, but these other ones were a little bit different. And like I say, that's just a really cool thing. I don't even think that my R8 came with that. I'm gonna have to go inside and take a look at that when I get a chance. So yeah, there it is. I'll get it onto the workbench, and because this poor fretboard's been neglected for the past several months, so it'll need to be conditioned before I can do anything else. But man, that perfect striped chevron on the top is just kind of mesmerizing. I'll definitely have to put this one up next to the R8 and maybe do an actual full-on polish job on the R8 to get it to where we can see what these two look like next to each other, because that's pretty cool. Like I say, get some basic samples here in just a few minutes, but like I say, for right now, there it is. All right, so I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't wait. I decided to go ahead and do a basic sound demonstration before I did anything else, and this is my first time playing it, so you're going to get a unbiased moment of figuring out everything about this guitar, because like I say, I have not done anything other than brought it into the recording room and just basically sat down with it to tuned it up. Again, I'm a fan of this top, and the black kind of gives it definition. Those pickup rings give it more definition than it normally would have. That fretboard is so dry, I already know that, but the stinger is perfect. I've kind of always wanted an electric with a stinger. I had an acoustic with a stinger and I wound up getting rid of it. But so this kind of fills that niche again. And back doesn't really have any motion to it, but it is some pretty nice wood. It's got some good coloring to it. But overall, that is a really dark fretboard, and I'm anxious to see what it looks like when we get some real honest to goodness I'm interested to see what it's going to look like when we get some conditioner on it, because I feel like it's going to really just turn beautiful. I think this one has the Kluson Deluxe. Yes, it does. So this one has the Kluson Deluxe tuners on it. So, and I will tell you this, these tuners are butter smooth. When I was tuning it up just now, it was incredibly easy to tune. But now, for the first time, I'm going to have, I'll show you, everything is on 10 except for front. So, about to turn this up and see what it sounds like. And again, Memphis historic spec pickups. So, different than anything I've ever had around here. Now to the bridge. Now the middle. So these pickups, I like them. I don't know that I'm going to be in love with them, but they are certainly nice and they sound good. Got a lot of burst bucker feel to them. They've got a little more twang. So there you go. Wonder if on that bridge pickup, let's roll it down to 6. You know, the tone almost acts like a second volume. That's really nice. That comes out really well. Turn it up to 4. So you do the same thing with the neck pickup. What do you get? That's got some really nice it's really kind of fat, but it's throw some dirt on that. So turning it up to 10. So metal zone makes a big difference, and it handles it really well. So yeah, I don't know, man. This, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to play the R8 next to this guitar. So the neck is what they call a V2, and it's definitely slimmer than like the 58s, and I don't know how much slimmer. I have to look at the numbers to be able to tell you. So when this one gets onto the workbench, I'll have those numbers so I can tell you what these two, how they compare when it comes to the R8 and R9. But overall, man, this guitar feels so good. And you know, I like the baseball neck that I like the bat neck that the other the R8 has, but this one's got a really comfortable neck too. This one feels like it's a faster neck. Like you'd be able to, if you were a better player than me, you could probably take this guitar and make it into a pretty decent solo shredder. But something that this guitar does that the R8 also does, but to a lesser extent, is it rings like it plays, and you know, so it rings out really well. And that's something that I've heard people say about R9s before, and I don't know, like I say, I don't know if that's correct or if that's just a fake belief, but this one feels like it echoes and it reverberates really well. And I gotta tell you, I like this guitar already, and I'm really anxious to do some work on it to condition the fretboard, get the body cleaned up. They show it as a green, like a green lemon VOS, and touching this doesn't feel like it has a VOS. It feels like it's gloss, and that makes me wonder if it, when it was changed around and worked on over the last 8 months, if they've taken and done something with it, because it doesn't feel like it's a it doesn't feel like that VOS. And I'll show you when I get a chance to compare this one to the R8, how this one has a lot of motion and is very shiny, and the VOS on the other one does not. And so, like I say, that makes me feel like cleaning, like a really heavy polish job on the R8 might turn it into looking more like this. So, all right, so DS0038 has found a home. So I don't know if it's Demo Shop or destroyed serial number. I will send the Demo Shop guys a message and see if they'll tell me what it means, because like I say, it's one of the early DS serial numbers, and it's a heck of a guitar. Like I say, I've never played the Memphis Historic Spec pickups before, but they are really nice. Like I said, I could get behind them. I'm interested to find out what the output is on compared to, you know, the 8.16, I think is what we discovered was on the Burstbucker 2s. So there you go. All right, till next time.